Hey Libra, happy birthday, happy birthday. Here we are, finally, Libra season. So let's just get right into a little bit about the sign. And then in the part two, I'll actually do the reading. And the reading is absolutely amazing. It's off the chain. I already did it. This is actually my fourth time trying to do this video, but the reading is on fire, honey. So some things about Libra. So one of the things is that we are definitely an air. We are air, right? We're air sign, and so air can be interested in the intellect. It can be interested in raising awareness. It can be a little bit detached. Um, Libra is a masculine sign. We know that the signs come in masculine or feminine. It's represented by the tarot. In the tarot, it's represented by the Justice card, and it is ruled by the planet Venus. And so, obviously, Venus is the planet of beauty and passion and all of those things. And so, when we think about Libra's concern with aesthetics, I really like to think of it as proportion. And so, Sam Reynolds, amazing astrologer, follow him if you're not. Talks about us being us because I'm a Libra sun and a Libra north south node. Talks about us being concerned with ratio in the social order. And so for me, that makes so much more sense than balance. Because when we think about aesthetics, when we think about proportion, so yeah, we are drawn to very beautiful things. We like nice things. But it's also like, and that goes into our justice, right? It's like, because inequality is not a nice thing, right? We want everybody to have a sense of luxury. We want everybody to be doing well. And so it's like when we see that, when I see that, it throws me off, right? And so we do also get the reputation of being the mediator. And again, we're very much about relating, right? And how things, quote unquote, should be. And so I believe that, one of the lessons for Libra 1 is learning to separate from other people's thoughts, feelings, emotions, and things like that. And really just like standing on our own and centering our own thoughts. It's funny because even though people think we're like selfish anyway, but it's like, hello, when you look at like the social justice people who are Libras and lawyers and social workers and all of that. No, we're very much interested in the collective. And so it's almost better for us to step away from that sometimes, because depending on what the placement is in a person's chart, they might be over identified with the crowd. They might be over identified with people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And so that is something that the Libra really has to keep in check and almost flush out of their bodies, right? Because it cause, as I think about the parts of the body that Libra also rules, like the spine and the kidneys, there is a need to like just not let other people's emotions accumulate in our bodies, right? Because that could cause something like weight gain and things like that when we think about the way stress impacts the body. And so the stress of carrying other people's things as our things can be some of the ways that are negatively impacted. So it's interesting because when I was doing the other video, when I was talking about this thing about detachment and this thing about what got me on my rant, and I'm going to rant here a little bit too, not rant, but rant, people saying that we are indecisive. We are not indecisive. We are figuring out proportion and ratio. And so, and pleasure, like what's the pleasure principle here? Is this luxurious? Is this cute? Like, what is it, right? We got to figure all that out. So I am the last person typically to order in a new restaurant, but in an old restaurant, I get the same thing every time. So it's like we take our time to figure things out, but once we're stuck on our idea, once we're stuck, that's it. You're not going to get a Libra off of their point. Like once they make up their mind, that's it. It's a wrap. So one of the things Sam says is like in the Zodiac Mafia, we are the Don, okay? Because once we make up our mind, that's it. Like if you do something to us, like we're never going to forget it. Like Cardi B, Libra, she's like, listen, you got beef with me, we gonna have beef forever. Now that's not something I'm proud of, but that is how we roll. Like we are not going to forget a wound. We're not, because it takes us a long time to get to that point. So once we get stuck on it, we're stuck on it. So I said in my other video that like Miranda, I feel like is a perfect example of a Libra personality, because number one, she's a lawyer, so she's interested in justice. Number two, her relationship with Steve, like not really communicating her feelings, right? Because air can be very detached. So she had all these feelings for him, but she never said it. Right. And then also that episode with the Chinese restaurant, how she bought the same thing over and over and over again. That's so Libra. But then she got so mad and insulted that the restaurant knew who she was. So Libra to me. Anyway, that's all I have. Make sure you watch the video with the reading. It's very good. Hit me up with questions, comments, concerns, critiques, and I will see you in Scorpio season. Bye.